Hi, Sue at Yoga Hasta. Welcome to this beautiful fall day in Western North Carolina. We're right off the Blue Ridge Parkway at what's called the Bluffs Lodge. There's a Bluffs restaurant right across the street that is now operating. This lodge, which you can't see, but you can see the beautiful surroundings here, was active in the 40s to the 60s and then closed. We're hoping that they're going to renovate it, but let's do some yoga. We're going to stand on our mat to do our warm up, and we're going to be working a lot on the arms and on the shoulders today. So stand in your mountain pose. Bring your shoulders down and back, palms forward. And let's connect with our breath. And one more breath in and out of the nose, grounding ourselves into this nice outdoor practice today. Let's bring our arms up, reach up to the sky, and come back down. And do that again, both arms up. Gaze up at those beautiful clouds in the sky. And bring both arms down. Now we're going to take just one arm up. Inhale. And exhale that arm down. Other arm all the way up. And exhale down. And let's bring both arms up again. A little bit of a back bend. And then come down to our side. Okay, I'm going to widen my stance here so we can do a big circle with our arm. Just maybe 3 times. Follow your hand with your head and your eyes. And let's do one more time. And then let that arm rest. Bring the other arm up and around in circles. And this time let that arm rest at your side. Step in a little bit with your feet. And bring your arms out in front. Intertwine your fingers and push those shoulders out. And relax. And let's push those hands up to the sky. Gaze up. And then release the hands. Let them come down to your sides. And we're going to do that climbing rope. So arms up, climb that rope. Waking up the whole upper body here. And then leaving the arms up. Grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand and pull it on over to the side. Come back to center. Grab the right wrist with the left hand and go on over for a side bend. And back to center, reach up, and then exhale your arms down. And my arms are going to come back, and I'll go to the side so you can see what I'd like you to do. Intertwine your fingers and bring the hands out away from your body. Gaze up. And relax. And bring the hands out. Gaze up. And relax. And one more time. Hands away from the body. Gaze up. And relax. Okay, we're going to try to come down to the mat in a squat. So whether you come up on your tiptoes or you have your full foot down, it doesn't matter. But let's try to slowly use our arms and come down to the mat. And then bring our hands to heart center. Push those legs out further. And test your balance just a little bit. And bring your hands down. Let's push up. And stay in a forward fold just for breath. And then either use your hands for support or come down and balance into your squat. And then we're going to come to tabletop on the mat. Okay, let's go back and forth, just gently swaying. And stopping that movement. And I told you we were going to do some things for the shoulders today, but let's start with a cat-cow. And we're going to inhale, arching the back. And then exhale, rounding the back. And I noticed when I'm arching my back, I have a tendency to hold my breath. Try not to do that. And exhale down. And one more, inhale up. And exhale down. And come again to tabletop. And let's push back into child's pose. And then we're going to scoot forward on our mat and come down into cobra. Let's do that a couple more times. Come back into child's pose. Push forward, slide your arms, and come into cobra. And come back into tabletop. Okay, I'll do this with my left arm first, but we're gonna bring our left arm forward, to the side, and bring it way up. And then we're going to thread that arm underneath our right arm, bringing our shoulder down to the mat and bringing our other arm up to the sky. And bring that arm down. Use it to push yourself up. And bring that left arm up to the sky. And then back down to the mat. And now we're going to do that with our right arm. So get your knees and your hands under you. Bring that right arm up. And now we're going to thread that arm under the left arm. Come down on your shoulder. Lay your head down. And bring that left arm up. And bring that arm down slowly. Unthread the right arm and bring it up to the sky. And then back down to the mat. Okay. A couple more things. Let's do bird dog right now. And bring the right leg out, kind of off my mat here. Bring the left leg out, and as you bring it up, add the right arm. So your right arm is up and your left leg. You're looking to the front. And let's tap the foot and the hand down to the mat. And then bring your hand down, bring your leg in, and push back into child's pose to rest. And push back up. We got the other side to do. So we're going to bring that right leg back, point your toe, and bring it up. And when you're ready, add the left arm. And let's tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, and bring the hand in, bring the leg down, and once again go back into child's pose. And push back up. All right, from here, we're going to come into plank. Make sure your back is straight. You're looking straight ahead. And we're going to take a few breaths here. Now we're going to be going over into side plank. So put your left hand more in the middle of the mat and turn to your side, bringing your hand up to the sky. And bring that hand down. What I'm going to do is turn on my mat so I don't have to put my back to you. We're going to come into plank again. A few breaths. And then placing your right hand in the middle of the mat, turn and bring that left arm up to the sky. And bring that hand down, come back into plank, and then push up into down dog and rest for just a moment. Slowly walk those feet to your hands. And let's just stay here in a forward fold. Don't lock your knees. Dangle your head. And then come halfway up, flat back. And come all the way up. Raise the arms up. And come back down. Okay, we're going to do some standing poses. So the feet are just whatever is stable for you, maybe under your hips. We're going to come into chair pose. So chair pose, you're going to bend your knees. I'm adjusting here. Bring your arms out to the front. Strong pose. Reach with your hands. Push with your feet. And then we're going to straighten up from chair pose. Little back bend. And then come back down into chair. Now we can also add a balance element here. So this time when we come up, and try to come up to your tiptoes. I'm on uneven surface here. So try to get some balance. And then come down into chair. And let's go up a couple more times. Reach up, back bend. Feel free to come up on your toes. Back into chair. And come up one last time. And come back down. Okay, from here, we're going to pivot out to the right. So you're going to pivot out and come into goddess arms and hold. And swing back into your chair pose. And we're going to do that a couple more times to the right. Swing out, hinge to the right. Make sure your knees are bent. And bring those goddess arms up. And push back into chair. All right, final time. We're going to hinge out to the right. And come back to chair. Drop your arms and straighten your legs. Okay, we're going to stay on this side, coming into Warrior Two. So I have my right foot out. When you're ready, bend that knee and raise up your warrior arms, gazing over your right hand. And we'll change it up a little bit. Bring your right arm down on that bent knee and bring the other arm up to the sky. And come back up. Warrior Two. Flip up that right hand. Bring the left hand down your back leg and bring that arm up. And then come back down into Warrior Two. And bring the arms down, bring the knee in, and bring the legs in. Okay, we're going to go back into chair after a brief little break here. So when you're ready, we're going to bend those knees, bring the arms to the front, and you're in chair. And let's stretch up, arms up, a little bit of a back bend. And then come back down into chair. And if you would like to come back up into your tiptoes, go ahead and try that. And back into chair. And one more time, stretch up. And come back into chair. Now from here, we're going to hinge out to the left side. So we're in chair. We're going to hinge the leg. Bring your goddess arms in there and hold. And we're going to come back into chair. Hold for just a moment, and we're going to hinge out. We're going to do that 2 more times. Hinge out to goddess. And come back into chair. 1 more time. Hinge out to goddess. And come back in. Come up and rest your arms at your side. Okay, let's come into Warrior Two on our left side. And when you're ready, bend your knee. Bring your warrior arms up. And then bring that front arm down on your bent leg. Bring the other arm up to the sky. Come back up. Flip that front arm hand up and slide that back arm down your leg. And come back down into Warrior Two. Straighten the leg, relax the arms, and bring your feet in. Okay, I hope your arms and your shoulders feel a little stronger, as well as your legs. Okay, let's come down to the mat. We're going to inhale up, exhale down to forward fold, and work your way into down dog. Be careful not to lock your knees. And look forward. Gently bring your knees down to the mat. And I'm going to come back a little bit on the mat so that I can slide forward into Sphinx pose. Slowly rotate your head around to the right. Try to look at that heel back there. And then similarly, look around to the left. And bring the head forward. And we're going to make a little pillow with our hands. Bring our head down just for a couple of breaths. And while we're here, bring your head up. We're going to bring our arms to our side. And locust pose is very good for your back, so we'll do a few of those when we're here. So the first time, let's just bring up our chest and come back down. Chest and arms up. And come back down. Another time, chest and arms. And come down. Now we're going to add the feet. Chest, arms, feet, all up. And come back down. Make a little pillow again with your hands. Take a few breaths. We're going to bring our hands under our shoulders, push back up, and all the way back to child's pose. And while we're in child's pose, let's walk those fingers to the left. And walk the fingers all the way to the right. And then come back to the middle. Let's push ourselves up on our knees. Raise the arms. Little back bend again. And bring the arms down. And come into a seated position in the middle of your mat. Get the legs comfortable. Actually, before we do this, let's bring the feet together for cobbler pose. Straighten the back. You can move your legs up and down if you like, just very gently. And then come into an easy seated position on your mat. Okay, we're going to breathe up. And this time, when our arms come down, my right arm's going to come all the way down, but my left arm's going to stop. And then we're going to breathe in, bring them up again. Same thing. Right arm's going to come down, left arm stops part of the way down. Bring both arms up. And once more, that right arm is going to come down, left arm comes part of the way down. And bring the arms up. We're going to switch it out. Right arm's going to come part way down, left arm all the way down. Inhale up. Same thing, 2 more times. And bring both of the arms all the way up. Intertwine your hands. Bring those palms all the way up to the sky. And let's lean to one side. And gently lean over to the other side. And come back to the middle. Bring your hands down in front of you. And let's push them straight out. And come back. One more time, push out. Release your hands and bring them all the way down to your side. Okay, let's take our chin to our chest. And then roll it over to the right side. And gently roll it over to the left. Over to the right again. And to the left. Come down to the middle, chin to chest. And then bring your gaze up. Okay, let's roll our shoulders a little bit. Shoulders come up and back. And bring them forward. And then quiet the arms. Bring your hands to heart center. And close your gaze. Let's take a few breaths here. And open your gaze. If you can, I would highly recommend doing this practice outdoors if you possibly can. I'm feeling a nice breeze caressing my body right now. Thank you for joining me for this practice. Namaste.